skip to whatever, and then we can go ahead and skip to the M.O.S, the moral of the story, because we always gotta have that. Now, what did we learn about this video? He makes a really great point by saying, yo, as a creator, Berto, that is, Berto, right? He makes a good point by saying, yo, as a creator, bro, create your own foundation. You know what I'm saying? Be someone that, like, can expand your own self. Because, you know, I think about a whole lot of shit by myself. I have conversations by my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, even this right now, nigga, I'm in a room, I'm by myself, facts, having this conversation, but we are constructing the society, because these are conversations that are finally going out to the world. You know what I'm saying? Reaching y'all, you know what I'm saying? Constructing y'all consciousness, brain patterns, this, that, and the third, so that you have a different way of seeing life from me sharing how I see life, you know what I'm saying, etc. So with that being said, I think about, you know what I'm saying, the fact that look at the opportunities you would create for yourself, being the creator, that, like, okay, you drop the main content, right? You have points where you clip up whatever relevant information and whatever you think is worthy of being clipped up and taking it out there, right? But then that in itself is not going to be enough for you to be as relevant as how these streamers that have clippers are, right? You know, the potential of just being big, I'm saying, relevant, all that kind of shit. You do need external clippers. You know what I'm saying? So now, consider that too. Consider outsourcing clippers instead of just like having the society itself, the general population, just like start clipping your shit, blah 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 blah, and then running their own shit up, because now they are going to have to sensationalize, right? Create narratives that are not accurate about whatever they're clipping, and you're the clip. You're always their clip, but then, you know, they have to create their own stories so that they retain the attention that they need to retain. You see what I'm saying? So now imagine a world where you're in control of that. You know exactly who, because, you know, you do need other people that can, like, clip you up, spread your IP, your intellectual property, aka your entertainment, your, you know, your streams, your whatever you're doing that they're clipping, right, out there. You know what I'm saying? So that they can do that even at moments when you're not able to do that. That's actually powerful to have that in your corner. You know what I'm saying? But now, it's not too much to ask, you know what I mean, to be like, yo, be aware of who does that. Be aware at least of the accounts, or at least of the number of the accounts that do that. You know what I'm saying? Have maybe, that's how you take control of, like, your own content. You know what I'm saying? That's how you, like, according to how I see it, facts. You feel what I'm saying? This clipping thing is really a beautiful opportunity for people who do want to make money online and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I wouldn't, you know, when I get to a point where, you know, I'm as big as these niggas that are worthy to, or even bigger, nigga, of these niggas that are worthy to be clipped, it's like, I want to know everything, bro. If, you know, channels pop up that, because look, another thing, I did bring up the fact that moderating people who are perpetuating false narratives, moderating that's moderation work. You know what I'm saying? So you're creating another opportunity for people to just moderate people who are creating these false narratives about me. And even those people, they are on my system roll. They're in my payroll. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they can get paid by the platforms that they post, you know, my shit on. But it's like, you know, I'm aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Unlike people who I'm not aware of, then they go ahead and post all type of false narratives about me. Now, if I'm aware of you doing that, I can hold you accountable. Like, yo, what are you doing? Da, 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 da. And if you don't have the, you know, the accurate information of what you're trying to get out there, I can help you be like, no, that's not what it is. This is what it is. And I can only do that because I'm aware that you're a clipper. I don't give a fuck. You're from China. You're from fucking Indonesia, nigga. You're from, you know, Washington D.C., nigga. You know what I'm saying? Wherever, like, that's, and those distances are mad distances from where I'm from. But the fact that we can connect on some online shit, and I'm aware of what you're doing, you're a clipper. Yeah, go ahead, nigga, make your money. I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to win. This is bro. It's our generation, bro. We gotta, like, control, like, how we really are trying to get it, bro, and how we really want the energy where we're dominant in, aka this period of time that we live in. We're we're the ones that are growing in the shit, bro. We're the ones that are like having authority, like in certain ways where we can choose. Okay, this is how I want to make my income. Like this. And so, shit, it's a fruitful endeavor, dog. You know what I'm saying? It works for a whole bunch of people, and I do want that for you. I would love that for you, but like, let's do it the right way. Be authorized, bruh. Be authorized by the creator that you're clipping, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And this is also to to the creators out there. For as long as motherfucker is not, you're not aware of the fact that they clip. You know what I mean? And even tracking down people, making yourself aware of people who are clipping your shit. That's so much work, bro. It's an opportunity. Get people who can do that, and you just be aware of that person that's doing all of that detection of people who are clipping your shit, right? That is its own category of working for me, like moderating for me. You're not a clipper necessarily, but you're out there seeking who the fuck is. That could be like somebody who's as significant as somebody who got 2 followers. But if that nigga that got 2 followers clipped something of me, we gotta know about it. And I might have the nigga to just like make sure that you get everybody that's doing that. Hey man, come on, bro. Like, create that shit, and that's how you probably expand your whole little shit. Where this whole content creation shit, streaming thing, not only creators eat, right? Not only clippers eat, right? But also people who search for clippers, people who clean up the narratives of people who are clipping. You know what I'm saying? There's opportunity for moderators who, you know what I'm saying, who they detect who the fuck is clipping Omizi's shit, for example. And if you're not part of just any of Omizi's communities on YouTube, IG, Facebook, TikTok, whatever, if you're not part of any of Omizi's shit, you just clipping just to clip, you're not supposed to do that. They gotta strike your shit. They gotta strike your channels wherever you're clipping that. Have a moderator who just does that, bro. Like, it's a whole system that can be birthed from this kind of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like just niggas applying their brains a little bit effectively, a little bit more constructively. You know what I'm saying? Just apply yourself. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And I know, like, what I said is not, it can't be the savior of, you know what I mean? There might be negative side effects to building up your content creation system like that, where you have all these moderators that do different things in different categories. It's all moderation, right? But it's needed. You know what I'm saying? It's just an attempt at you being aware of what circulates, like what of your content is circulating, right? I fucking hope I made sense, bro, with all this shit, bro. But I feel like that's the moral of the story. If not that, then you know what I'm saying? What is, my boy? You feel me? So again, man, shout out Berto, bro. Like, I fuck with Berto. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with like his reaction points. Sometimes it's not even about what he's talking about. It's just like, it's just kicking it with Berto, bro. You know what I'm saying? I give him views based off of that. Even, you know what I mean? Even people like Astral Dior. I'm saying, yeah. It's just, these are the kind of content creators like I fuck with. The reaction industry gotta like go up, bro. React